All right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Our bumper all-day action of in the WSL continues now as we have Aston Villa versus Chelsea. We kicked off this morning with a thrilling encounter between Manchester City and Arsenal that ended 4-3. I say 3-4, that sounded weird. And now we have Chelsea's trip to Birmingham as they take on Aston Villa. Harry, Chelsea unbeaten this season in all competitions. But this will be a tough test against a side under new management. A strong team in Aston Villa should be a good game of football.
Yeah, a new era starting at Villa Park, and a big game for Natalia Arroyo to come in and, not only in front of the home crowd, to go up against Sonia Bonpastor. It's a very big challenge, but I think it's a challenge that she will relish in. You watch her interviews, seeing all the stuff she's done since she was announced last week. She seems very positive, very bubbly, and I think that's exactly what Villa need, is a manager who not only can motivate and just be very happy, but also who is very successful and is a coach that I think can bring a lot of quality to this Villa side and that can tactically challenge some top managers. She's a manager that finished runner up in the Copa del Rey, finished runners up in the Liga Ref. She is a good manager. With Sociedad, she did well. Can she do that with Aston Villa? We'll wait to see. Huge test today, though, coming into Bonpastor's unbeaten army. It's going to take a lot for Villa, but what a way to introduce herself to the WSL if she wants to put off something of a result.
Indeed, I think how you come across in interviews, how charismatic you are, is so important as a manager because you want to get the fans on side. And I think Arroyo comes across really nice. I think if I was a Villa fan watching her interviews, seeing how she conducts herself, she comes across really well. So I think that is a really crucial part. I think it's a big reason why Chelsea fans are connected with Bonpastor so quickly. It's because of that charisma, because of that she comes across really well. So I think that is really important. And let's start today's stream by having a look then at the lineups for today's game because we are pressed somewhat for time. We'll start with the host Aston Villa. It's a 4-2-3-1 for the Villains in Arroyo's first lineup. In goal, it's Sabrina D'Angelo. A back four of Moritz, Patton, Parker and Mailing. In the pivot, it's Beijings and Nobbs. Then Grant on one side, Hansen on the other, Nunes and Daly leading the line. So one of them we expect to play a little bit deeper in that type of midfield role. One of them we expect to play a little bit higher. As to which way around that is, we can't be sure. But it does look like it'll be a 4-2-3-1, and it's a fairly good team, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Comparing it to Sean Goater's last game against Man City last weekend, there's a couple personnel changes. Moritz comes back in, and so does Gabby Nunes, which fair enough. I'm guessing that's just preference. I'm intrigued to see it is again the same formation, similar setup, but obviously we know that there probably is going to be differences, tactically in terms of how they set up. So that'll be very interesting to see how Arroyo wants to play, especially against a club like Chelsea. Will they go for it like Depor did in the opening game and get a result? Or will they be more sit deep and counter-attack? It'll be very interesting to see. It's a big ask today to get a result, but it's a decent 11. They took the game to Man City last weekend, and they'll want to do the same this weekend to Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be an interesting test for Villa. I don't think they'll ultimately be successful. I think this Chelsea team are just so strong. But as we say, I see Ramirez shrugging Kennedy off the ball there from the game in November. But yeah, I think the Chelsea team is so strong it's going to be very difficult to see Villa winning. But giving a good account of themselves today would prove a lot to a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah.
Would be an important win. In terms of the Chelsea team, then let's have a look at our Chelsea lineup today. Unfortunately, none of the new signings involved, but it is in goal Hannah Hampton. A back four of Lawrence, Bjorn, Brighton, Charles. A pivot of Cuthbert and Captain. On the right-hand side, it looks like it'll be Aggie Beaver-Jones. On the left-hand side, Guro Wrighton. Lauren James into attack midfield and leading the line, Kat Macario. There's a few different ways that front four could look. That's the way I hope it looks. But we could also see Aggie through the middle. We could see Lauren on the left. We could see Guro on the right. Something like that. It'd be interesting to see how that attack looks. But I think we've seen Kat through the middle a few times. It looks like James is preferred through the middle, where I think she is stronger. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens to the team today.
Yeah, again for Chelsea, a few changes there. I think Guro Wrighton and Lauren James coming back in makes complete sense. They didn't start the Arsenal game, but they both came on. Lauren James won the penalty. Guro Wrighton scored the penalty. So both of them thoroughly deserve to start again. And for Chelsea, it's great to have Lauren James back in the starting 11. Also good to see Vika captain back into the 11 after she picked up an injury in the FA Cup and gives a chance to rotate Nusken. But it's a really, really good Chelsea side. However, that front four comes up, it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be hard for Villa to keep them contained. It's a top side that haven't been stopped yet, and it feels like every single game Chelsea play, they just look more and more unstoppable, and you just start to feel that who is going to stop them? Maybe it's Natalia Arroyo and Aston Villa. And I mean, today's already been a weird day. There's already been 2 goals in the Everton game. There were 7 goals earlier between City and Arsenal.
Brighton 1-0 up as well.
Brighton have already scored a goal. Loads of goals flying in. Can Aston Villa pull off something remarkable? We'll wait and see. For Chelsea, though, it will be the regular expectation. Go out, kill the game off, win it early, and then start to shine and flourish. But
yeah,
I'm expecting a good performance from both. I don't expect this to be a battering. I think the main thing for Arroyo and for Aston Villa today will be put on a good performance, look positive in certain areas, and show that there is promise, that there is positivity going into the next stages of Aston Villa.
Yeah, and for any Chelsea fans hoping to see a new signing in action today, well, Femke Leifting is on the bench, the new young backup goalkeeper, and Kira Walsh is also amongst the substitutes, so we may see her involved later this afternoon. For now, though, let's get some predictions. Chat, get involved, give us your thoughts in the live chat, but we'll start here in the studio, and we'll start with you, Harry. What is your prediction for today's game?
I think it'll be similar to... not in terms of scoreline, but in terms of performance, I think it'll be similar to the Aston Villa City game, where Aston Villa will put up a good fight, but I think quality will prevail in the end, and Chelsea will win the game. I'll go 3-1. I think Villa will play well enough to get a goal. I think they will open the scoring pretty early on. It will be I'll go for a Gabby Nunes goal. I think she had a pretty decent season despite all of Villa's troubles. And that'll be like, oh my days, Arroyo's off to a flyer. Is she the best manager we've ever seen? It won't materialise into a victory, though. I think it'll be a good start, fast start from Villa, but Chelsea's quality will get them right back into the game, and I'll go for goals from... Who's going to score? I'll go Aggie Beaver-Jones, Kat Macario, and Erin Cuthbert.
Fair enough. I will say a comfortable Chelsea victory.
Fair enough.
I'm going to go 4-0. I think they are just a stronger side here than Aston Villa. I think that's the unfortunate nature of it. A few sides have been close to Chelsea this season, but then have slipped up anyway. I don't think things will get ugly today for Aston Villa. I think they're good enough to avoid that, but I think this will still be a result and a game that Chelsea find very comfortable.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that Chelsea will find it comfortable eventually, but as you say, I think Villa will make this difficult. It won't be a battering by any stretch. And yeah, if Kira Walsh gets on for Chelsea, I think that'll be very exciting for Chelsea fans. For Villa, they don't really, unless they haven't got any new signings, but a new manager I think is exciting enough.
Yeah.
And a shame to see Sean Goater go, and credit to him, because he did a very, very good job, and they were unbeaten by Man City. So hats off to Sean Goater, he did a really good job, but now they mean business with a top coach.
Yeah, Belsky going 3-1 to Chelsea. Alex says LJ scores for sure. Love that. We'd love to see Lauren James back amongst the goals. After, obviously now returning from her injury. Is again in the starting lineup today. We saw a glimpse of her against Arsenal. So yeah, good to see her back in the Chelsea team.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how she plays from the off. And yeah, Chelsea, I mean, just brilliant, really. Faultless. They're absolutely faultless, and I'd be surprised if they were to drop any points today. Villa, well, they'll be hoping that they can get something from this match.
Yeah, indeed. Should be an interesting affair.
Because it's hard in Villa's position, because I think they did the right thing against City. They went at City and it got them 2 goals. The problem is because they're not as strong defensively, and because if you go for the game, you leave yourself a bit open. It did then mean that City scored 4 and still won the game. And again, if they try that again today, if they try to go at Chelsea, yeah, they might get a goal. But I think eventually Chelsea would just end up scoring more than them. But I like that intent to be positive. Let's see what Arroyo does. It's going to be a good game of football, by the way.
Yeah, before we get underway here, both sets of players taking a knee in a stand against all forms of discrimination. And it will be Chelsea to get us started here today. Lauren James from the off knocks it back and we're underway here at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa versus Chelsea in the Women's Super League. Chelsea victorious in the reverse fixture, winning 1-0 on the opening day of the season. But it was hardly a comfortable victory, and I think Aston Villa can take pride in that under new manager today in Natalia Arroyo. We'll be hoping to take something from this game.
If this game is as tight as that game on the opening day, I think Villa will be very, very happy. And Chelsea, I think, from Bombast,
if it comes down to Sabrina D'Angelo heading it just over the bar, yeah.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Well, Igley, I've seen a lot today already, and we're only 3-4 games into it.
I want to go in off the bar today. Ashley Lawrence gives it into Cuthbert. A nice flick there to find Kat Macario. Macario holds it up nicely. Aggie trying to win it back. That's how to play. And that will be a Chelsea throw. So now Lawrence. Throws it into Lauren James. James holds that ball up nicely. Now looks to switch the play. It comes off a little wildly. But now Villa can get the ball down and start to play football. Kat Macario with a strong tackle. And that will be penalised.
Yeah.
Free kick for Aston Villa.
Just a stray arm hitting into the face of Daly. So yeah, the reintroduction of Moritz sees Mailing go to left back and Moritz coming in at right back, which I think is interesting. She can do both, but I'd probably have them, unless that is Moritz, isn't it? Actually,
yeah.
Forget everything I'm saying. That is the way around.
Moritz is more comfortable.
I would have Moritz on the left and Mailing on the right. I think Mailing's better on the right. I think Moritz is better on the left.
Yeah, D'Angelo plays it out to Mailing, strong from Bright, but Villa do hold on to possession, and they are coming down this right-hand side now. Here is Mailing, good defending from Neve Charles, brought down the process. Cuthbert will win it though, and just not allowed to play for a throw.
Yeah, it was a collision. Another Rachel Daly, and then another strong tackle from Millie Bright. Nothing wrong with it. I think that they are both all right. But yeah, Daly on 2 minutes in here getting knocked around a bit. That's really well done back by Charles. So yeah, again, Daly operating in that 10 role that we've seen her do really well this season, to be fair. Yeah. And it makes sense because I think, even if you asked her, she would agree that she probably has lost half a yard of pace. So it makes it playing that 10 role, bit more creative, bit more, you're dictating in there and you're giving opportunity. I mean, she still scored a hatful of goals herself. But yeah, it's good to see that she can still provide a lot to this Villa side, even if she's not playing in a natural position.
And we've got another goal, by the way, amongst the 2 o'clock kickoffs that has come at the St Helens Stadium. Liverpool leading now by a goal to 0.
Against?
No, West Ham.
Okay. That's expected. Liverpool...
I'm not sure who scored yet.
Liverpool looking better since they've got a few players back in from injury, few players in the door in the January window. That they look to start, that performance level is increasing at every single game.
Here is Bjorn. Now it's Hampton. Bright. Cuthbert holds that ball up well, brought down in there by Patton, and that will be a Chelsea.
That was really unnecessary, because Charles and Bronze have gone right on.
Looks to switch the focus of this attack. That's headed down. That will drop for a Chelsea player. Bjorn didn't like the option down the line into Lawrence. Really got that from captain. Now Macario loses possession. It's a bit scatty at the moment.
It is. And I think, the other thing with Chelsea is that I think it's important is that obviously people will go rave about their attack, and it is an incredibly strong attack, and they scored the most goals in the league by 7 or 8, I think. Or even higher. It's an incredible record. Yeah. But I mean, both Bright and Bjorn nominated for Player of the Month shows how incredible that pairing has been for Chelsea. Just so defensively solid.
Yeah, and they've conceded the second least goals this season. Only United have conceded less. And after today, obviously, City and Arsenal have absolutely tanked both of their records.
Yeah. But I think it's very rare you see a centre-half get nominated for Player of the Month, let alone both of them.
Yeah, Bjorn, I think, would deserve it. Absolutely phenomenal, particularly in the Arsenal game. Guro Wrighton bursting forwards now for Chelsea. Tries to tee up Neve Charles, just slightly too much on that.
Should have gone alone, Guro. She did the right thing. It was a brilliant run. She probably should have just kept going down a shot back to self.
Yeah. Leanne Kiernan, by the way, with the goal for Liverpool over in that game.
Back-to-back goals for her. Then scored in the FA Cup, I believe, against West Ham. As again,
Grateful. Loves the game against West Ham.
West Ham, we're hoping that isn't a repeat where they lose, was it 3-0, 4-0 and get sent off?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a great result.
5-0 in the week.
Wow. Yeah,
Liverpool would love it to be similar.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's. I mean, I'll be surprised. Going back to that Chelsea centre-half player of the month talk, I'll be surprised if either of them won it, because you've got Miedemar in there who was sensational. Ella Toon obviously was nominated. So, but even getting nominated I think shows how good the two centre-halves have been this season for Chelsea.
Yeah. Meret's nice pass inside. Beijing's quick back to.
It's composed by Villa. They look calm. They're happy to have the ball. They want to have the ball as well.
Janjo plays out nicely. Good hold up there from Nunes. And that is deemed a foul. Bjorn strong at the back. David Fraser says Bjorn did a great job on Russo. Indeed. One of the informed players in WSL at the moment. And Bjorn managed to keep her very quiet.
I'll say the only teams to keep her out in 2025 were Chelsea and City today, but obviously, she played out on the left. She played out on the wing today for Arsenal, so that wasn't too hard for City. So, again, as you say, it shows credit to how well Chelsea defended last week.
You check up to the stream, good to see you, mate, says hi. Nice of you to join us. Villa going forwards, and that is smart from Charles. I know that is indeed a Villa throw.
Yeah, Mailing's one I was really impressed with against Villa. Obviously got the assist for the first goal, a lovely ball down the line, and had just overall a really good game. And
ball put into the box. Bright deals just about. And then sends that ball out of play. Chelsea just unable at the moment to get the ball down and actually play some football.
Yeah, Villa doing really well, and I mean it's a really good. It's a mixture of It's not only that they're stopping Chelsea playing, but they're actually playing themselves, which I really like to see.
Daly holds that ball up well. Now they look to try and wriggle through the lines. Beijing's. Daly. Mailing back to Parker. Grant. Lovely exchange between her and Mailing, but that is cut out by Nick Charles. Now play again for a throw. It's better to keep this pressure on.
I really like this Rachel Daly new role of just dropping in and just playing passes around. And I mean,
it's a false nine.
Yeah, it's incredible. She's gone from left back to then an out-and-out number 9.
Ball into the box. Bright misses the header. Bjorn, no such problems clearing that away though. So that's supposed to be Lauren James through the middle today, by the way.
It's interesting.
And that is a ball one up the pitch there by captain. James takes it within her stride, bearing it on goal. It's brought down there.
I think there's
nothing wrong with it. Redeemed by the referee.
That's really good
defending there from Parker.
Yeah, and again, Villa will be very happy. It's Patton who's lost the ball, and it pounced on by Guro. Great ball into James, and this is just really strong.
She runs across her
defended.
to try and draw the foul, but I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that from Parker. It's a good barge.
Strong from Parker, very strong.
Shoulder on shoulder. I see no problem with that.
Yeah.
Here's Bright. Now Charles. Shimmies inside nicely. One back throw by Aston Villa.
But it does show how, Villa are very happy to be on the ball and knock it around. But
almost Chelsea winning it high again.
They've got to be careful they don't lose the ball this often. I like the boldness, but they have to try and keep possession better. Especially in the centre half, got it. If Jordan Nobbs loses it, she's got, there's players back. But if Parker or Patton gets dispossessed like they did there, Chelsea could get a really good opportunity.
So nice, driven past Gabby Nunes as well there to win it. Strong tackling there from captain.
It's been a very aggressive start this match from both sides.
Yeah,
it's good to see a bit of fight, a bit of physicality being used.
Nice exchange from Villa. Doesn't quite come off though. Here's Beaver Jones. Cuthbert. Here's Bjorn. As Lawrence as a wide option, will go inside to Cuthbert. Bounces it back now to Bjorn. Bjorn will lift that over the top, and something for Aggie Beaver Jones to give chase to. Takes it a stride nicely, puts it into the box. Skuro touches it to captain. Captain not happy with the wide option she had on. Cuthbert now. Cuthbert into Bright. Bright drills one towards right and doesn't quite come off, though.
Yeah, neither side settled in this game. Chelsea, when they come forward, they look dangerous, of course, but it's again, you felt like it could have been better work from here. I think the cutback from Aggie was a little bit blind. She kind of just cut it back to the edge, hoping that someone would be there, and Guro was, but it wasn't really a shooting opportunity.
Yeah.
But Villa initially are doing well. They're being bold. It's in that just the next phase where they're losing the ball on that halfway line, and then Chelsea was just like there. Although Gary Nunes done well, but again they lose it. Get that ball to the halfway line, and they're getting dispossessed by the Chelsea back line.
Alex talking about the lack of rotation at right back. I think we're all right now. 3 is too many anyway. That's not enough minutes to go around for 3 players playing in the exact same position. And if we, with a big bit of misfortune, lost both Lucy Bronze and Ashley Lawrence, then we've got players who could cover there, which is sort of just what you need. Good block there from Neve Charles.
Villa corner again. Grant looking to cause issues. And, she caused Man City all sorts of problems last week. And again, it's Rachel Daly picking the ball up and just plays a lovely through ball to Grant, but Charles does well just to deal with it, clearing it into the whole end.
Indeed.
Not all Chelsea's way the first 11 minutes.
No, not at all.
And it's similar to the Leicester game. The difference is that Villa haven't got a goal, which is why it's be very difficult unless they can find themselves one from this corner.
Goes short. Now they're going to try and make a routine of this. Not bad so far. Lauren James just win it back, though.
That pass from Hansen had to go back to Nobbs.
Clears it forward. Cuthbert gave chase. Mailing, though. Still alive here. For Aston Villa. Good challenge from Lauren James, who draws the foul. And that's just a free kick.
Yeah. Lauren James getting back in and doing a bit of the dirty work. Does well to win the ball back and then draw the foul. Hansen there, easily a foul. She didn't.
Always looking to push her to the front ground. She was running back before the whistle's even blown.
Yeah. She very much realised that both her centre halves were still stood in the penalty area. So we'll take that foul and get back into position. Yeah. Good start from Villa. They'll be happy. And again, this is what I meant, is that even if they don't go on to win this game, like this start, for example, they can take the positives from it. For the first 10, 15 minutes here, they've gone toe-to-toe with Chelsea and they've put up a good fight. It's the calmness in possession, I think, as well. We've seen how being brave has both there's a lot of teams who have benefited from it this season, who are lower in the table. I think the likes of Everton, the likes of Brighton especially. I mean, now it's really hurting them. Oh,
Hampton. Misplaced pass. A chance now for Aston Villa. Gabby Nunes saved wonderfully by Hannah Hampton.
Well recovered.
Bit of a mess, but she's got away with it.
And she will smile and laugh about it. Now the ball's in her hands.
Yeah.
Just coming out to clear it.
Sliced it horribly wrong. And Brighton tried to win it off of Grant. End up poking it to Gabby Nunes. Nunes took aim. Couldn't lift over Hannah Hampton though.
Bjorn does.
Full stretch got there.
Bjorn does well because Bjorn's there. Nunes has to get it high enough that it will go over Bjorn, which means that there's not enough pace on it really to beat Hampton. But it still took some stopping. Chelsea just got to be careful. Not been the greatest start. But equally, we said that about the Everton game. They won that game 6-0. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Here's Lawrence. Nice idea with that pass, but it is blocked. And now Villa can look to come the other way. Moritz. Nobbs. D'Angelo. Nice exchange with Parker. Draws a ball out. Not sure who that struck in there. I think it must have been a
Lauren James,
Chelsea player.
Yeah, I mean, before that pass, I was going to say that the D'Angelo resurgence has been incredible this season.
Yeah.
A goalkeeper that looked all over the place last season in an Arsenal shirt has looked so comfortable in a Villa net, has made some big saves, nearly scored on the opening day. And even in possession now, she just looks so much calmer and patient with the ball. and it's been a big boost to Villa. I feel like after that they lost Van Donslaat and just didn't really deal with it last season.
D'Angelo was the replacement, wasn't she?
Yeah, but when Van Donslaat when she was injured last campaign, and they were rotating between Lee and Paul, and then one of them got sent off against Chelsea as well, the Kings Meadow last campaign. So it was all a mess. But they finally, obviously, then Van Donslaat actually left. I think it feels like Van Donslaat left like a year and a half ago due to that injury. Because she got injured, missed the majority of the season, and went to Arsenal.
Yeah. Bloody good goalkeeper, though.
Yeah, and Villa will take the 200 odd grand they got for her. Was it? I think it was around there, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. They made a healthy profit on her.
And they went and got D'Angelo for nothing.
Bjorn. Lawrence. Here is Aguiva Jones. Bjorn. Lovely ball into captain. Captain to Macario. Macario. It's to James, and it's deflected wide. Brilliant block in there from Parker. And Aston Villa hold on to the 0-0 scoreline.
Really good football. So that build from Bjorn into captain is superb.
And Cat, the decision not to shoot here, instead just to leave it for Lauren. And I went for the block there from Parker. I'd be fairly confident that's the goal.
D'Angelo was she was scurrying. I don't think she should have got there. Big important block that from Parker. Does well. Chelsea corner. And again, this is where, a shaky start. Now Chelsea start to get through the gears.
Ball towards the near post. Headed on, but headed over. But Chelsea, as you say, starting to pepper shots. Starting to test D'Angelo.
Two good chances there. One with a big block. One narrowly over onto the roof of the net from Bjorn.
Yeah.
I like that corner routine, though, from Chelsea. It's interesting. We see it a lot, especially in the Premier League and other clubs. It's that, it was like Knack from Man City, for example. It's get your tall players, get your centre halves to the back post. Whereas for Chelsea, it was Bright and Bjorn there who were making the front post run. It's interesting. Something different. Looking for that, trying to flick it into the far corner.
Or on to a team.
Yeah. Lauren James, that's a huge interception from Patton. And Villa do well. Again, Nunez thrown over by Bright. Millie Bright struggling a little bit.
Those, though,
yeah. That's the second one now where she's gone forward on the back of the player. First it was Daly that she lumped into, and that one just lumping into Nunez. Not really just holding her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both got a bit of each other's shirt. But Bright kind of just flips her over. Throws her over.
Kind of. It's just, It's
good. Hold up. I think with Nunez and Daly up there, Villa have got two players that can get that ball into feet and play that hold up, which then allows the likes of Grant, the likes of Hansen to get into this game. Again, Grant.
It's really well there to bring a lot of trouble. Parker, Moritz. Lovely give and go with Kirsty Hansen.
Grant's another one where when she initially came in, it looked to be a phenomenal signing. And then obviously it didn't really work.
It started off as an inspired bit of business.
Yeah.
But
it did, and then it just obviously I know things didn't work with DePaul, but it just felt like it wasn't working. But under Gota and even first 20 minutes today, it just looks like a completely different player to what she did in the opening stages of the season. And obviously that is also to do with the fact that she's getting used to the league, but just overall.
Ball in behind from Kat Macario. Guro will gamble on that. But Malin gets there and knocks it out of play.
Yeah. Good defending that. But again, even there, Macario had three options. She could have gone right to be the Jones. She could have gone central to Lauren James, or could have gone out to the left to Guro. That's what Chelsea do in attack. Is that when one of them's got the ball, they've got three options to play it to. But it was good recovery from Villa's fullback.
OJ holds that up nicely. Not how to play. That will be corner for Chelsea.
Doing a good job. Patton and Parker in there, just containing, not diving in. The biggest problem teams make with Lauren James, they dive in, they concede penalties, they give away free kicks, or she just slots it through their legs and scores. But they're doing well, standing her up and just intercepting that ball only when needed, really.
Camacario now loops it in there. Chance of Chelsea headed away from goal by Neve Charles. Cuthbert brings it down and takes aim, but it's wide.
I mean,
How does Neve Charles not score?
Are we really intrigued to see who touched this? Because I thought it was Charles as well. It's gone backwards. If
That's
it
what
is
I mean.
Charles, it's a terrible header.
He's just got it all wrong.
Let's have a look. It's a great ball in from Macario. Charles is unmarked at the back post. Yeah, she just headed it backwards.
All wrong there.
Of course, you think she's defending the back post. And as much as the touch from Cuthbert was good, the turn was good. The shot, not quite.
Slightly away from it.
Always tough to get right, those ones where you bring it down and half volley it on the spin. But if that had gone top corner, that'd be an incredible goal.
Beaver Jones back to Aaron Cuthbert. Millie Bright now. Cuthbert, lovely. Dropping between the lines there to receive the ball. Pass goes out wide underneath Charles. Gura offers some support. She uses Gura. Gura loses it though to Melee. Still competing for the ball. Grant wins it back though. That will be a Villa throw.
Chelsea are growing into this game though. You know, last
a little bit,
yeah, 5 minutes. A few more shots now, starting to really camp themselves into Villa's half.
Yeah,
better from Chelsea. And again, they're pushing Villa back into their corner from their own throw and forcing them to just smash it out of play. But again, that throw goes to Lauren James's feet and immediately Patton's in there, winning the ball back.
Yeah.
Jordan, it's really so
that
good.
Really well, here's Lawrence. Macario can't quite hold on to the ball.
Unorthodox move this from Villa, but it's
Aston
beautiful.
Villa. It's just brilliant passing play. Kirsty Hansen does really well to keep that move alive.
Lovely. So moving the ball around really nicely. This is something we haven't seen from Villa yet, obviously. Well, Sean Goater wasn't going to come. I love Sean Goater, but he wasn't going to come up with this beautiful passages of play and not on the ball side to side.
It's quite interesting, like 3-2-5 shape. But rather than like a 3-2-4-1 where perhaps you'd have a striker who's stretching the back line, it's Chastity Grant on the right wing.
Yeah.
Who's the highest?
It's risky. Really
Beaver
risky.
Jones. Brilliant drive from Aggie. And now she'll just carve a path through the team. Plays out wide. Gura doesn't quite read it, but now she does have the ball. Pass back into Charles. Captain Bjorn. Here is Beaver Jones. Gives it to Gura Wrighton. That's blocked. Charles on the deck after that one. That's cleared away.
Neve Charles still fighting for it while she's on the floor.
Big win from Millie Bright. Here is Gura Wrighton. Tries to flick it through. That looked dodgy. Not given by the referee.
Well, the penalty area, so I think everyone will get on with it, but it looked to be handball. Really good pressure from Lauren James.
Sorry, throwing for Chelsea.
Really good. Just forcing Parker to knock it out of play. No other options.
Adair Fraser says Aggie blows me away every time I watch her. Brilliant footballer.
Yeah.
Starting to add some real maturity to her game as well now.
Do you think the front four makeup is correct today for Chelsea? With LJ through the middle and Aggie on the right?
Not 100% no. I think I'd have probably gone Hack through the middle. LJ in attack midfield, kept Aggie on the right probably.
Yeah.
You could do that, but you can even do that with Aggie and Cat the way around.
Yeah, it's true. There's option. I mean, the versatility is incredible. If you've got 3 players on there who could play anywhere across the 4.
Nice ball. Chance for Chelsea. Cut out low, and that will be a corner.
Villa are managing. They've kind of got. I feel like they've gone from competing to managing now.
Yeah.
In terms of they're just keeping Chelsea at bay. Just it's not relentless pressure, but it is starting to become. They're getting deeper and deeper. It feels with every 5 minutes they drop another couple yards. Another Chelsea corner. Yes, the Bjorn
Ball in towards the near post, flicked on, chance for Chelsea, can they stab it home? Not quite. D'Angelo picks it up, and Avila will look to counter-attack here. Ball thrown long, that's ambitious though, and Lawrence will get it, and then go back to him.
But this corner routine from Chelsea is it worked incredibly there with Bright getting the flick on. Bright makes the initial run, and then as the ball is played in, Bjorn makes the front post run to leave the space in the centre, so that if Bright does flick it on, then it's space there to fall to. There it fell into the space. Unfortunately for Chelsea, it fell to a Villa player and D'Angelo could scoop it up. But on another
top chance now for Beaver Jones, and she stayed on side. Goes down the marks, too soft for a pen.
Again, really physical, really good defending from Maritz recovering
down so quickly though.
Yeah,
so easily. Be stronger in
and even she a soft a little appeal there, but as soon as it's waved away, she just gets up and gets on with it because she knows
she can take this one.
That's not a penalty. There's nothing in that. She just falls over.
Yeah.
If anything, it's not like she's actually barged into it. Aggie just falls over.
Yeah, of course she's claiming she was caught before.
Yes.
Her blushes.
Mm.
Patrick Combs says, what do you guys think of the Gernbach Wall signings? I think it really gives Chelsea a great chance in the Champions League. Couldn't agree more, Patrick. We've spoken a lot about these transfers over the last few days, but I'm more than happy to talk about it again. I think they're both signings that put Chelsea on that plane with Lyon and Barcelona, on that level with those clubs. I think it puts them in a position now where they can compete for the Champions League. I still think overall strongest 11's probably still Barcelona's, but I think it's becoming marginal now, and again, a lot of it will come down to tactics, where I would argue Sonia Bonpastor is significantly better.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where over a 90-minute football match, Chelsea can go toe-to-toe. That gap is starting to get close enough now, where there's, it's getting there. Yeah, it's not, I don't know why we keep watching. It's definitely not a penalty on Aggie Jones. It's good defending for Maritz. Aggie just misses the ball. It's the bit that makes it fall over, she misses the ball.
Yeah, Jose Gomez saying, how can I watch the game with video outside of England? If you're outside of the UK, it'll be your broadcaster, so you need to find out what your TV broadcaster is, depending on where you are.
Yes.
But a free kick.
Yeah, we missed all of it because we're still watching that penalty claim, which I don't know why. We've watched it 5 times now. Definitely not a penalty.
I'm still no closer to being a penalty.
Yeah, Villa free kick, then an opportunity to try and show off their aerial presence.
Swing from deep again. And that is dealt with by Chelsea.
There's a lot of options spread across the box there for Villa, and I think Mailing managed to put it in the one place. Should be a Villa throw.
Somehow that's Chelsea one, which obviously Gerald Beijing isn't happy about.
Yeah, Mailing there managed to put the ball in the one place that there were no Villa players. Very bizarre. Foul throw given against Ashley Lawrence. Yes, this is the top tier of football. Allegedly, she threw it down into the ground. I think it was a bit of a soft one.
Maritz, a lovely turn in there from Kirsty Hansen, bursting forwards, and that's cleared away. Only as far as Mailing, who will put it back into the box. Dealt with by Bright. Now Charles.
Oh, unlucky from Grant. Charles
well. Goes to Guro Wrighton. Into James.
With a LJ with
right now for Lauren James. I'm not happy with it. Couldn't quite pick out Agariva Jones. Now has Lawrence up in support. Turns back instead.
Really good. I like Lauren James went to get the ball, slipped over, and it actually left a dummy for Kat Macaro to come in and take the ball. Really smart stuff. Well, not to say smart stuff from Chelsea. Lauren James had no clue about it. She fell over, but accidentally smart.
Yeah,
really good piece of play. Yeah. Half an hour here. I think it's compared to this morning's action, it's but it's not the goal fest, but it's been a good match. It's been a
Yeah, it's not quite as live.
yeah. It's the tactical battle, which has been interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it's positive to show that Natalia Arroyo can set her team up in a way that means that they can go up against Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. David saying, I'm always amazed, that Graham Hansen isn't wanted in transfers or isn't talked about in major transfers. Yeah, the problem is she's settled at Barcelona, isn't she? Which is sort of the dream move for most people. I think if she was going to leave, it would probably be for the end of WSL. I couldn't picture her at a Chelsea or Man City, for example.
There's no upgrade. There's no obvious upgrade in Europe.
So unless you're going to, like, if she left Barcelona, would she have a higher chance of winning the Ballon d'Or? Maybe. If she's somewhere like Lyon and they go on to the Champions League, then she would be the star of that team. The same would apply for Chelsea. But if she's not that bothered about that individual award, it'd probably just stick it out Barca for another few years before going to retire somewhere like England, where she can make a lot of money, or the MLS, which make even more. Ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
Beijing's lovely knock into Moritz. Moritz will carry it down this left-hand side now for Aston Villa. Options are coming ahead of him. Lawrence will keep tight with their sear out. Really good defending there from the Canadian.
Yeah. Hansen there, just couldn't get round her really. Didn't have that burst of pace that she needed. I also like Natalia Arroyo's mix between casual and formal, with the hoodie but then the waistcoat. It's an interesting mix. It's a combination I've never seen before ever. Maybe a manager that likes a 50-50, a bit of both.
Taking smart casuals rather than a combination, just smart and casual.
Yeah.
Different pieces. Ball in behind, and that is a good header. Chelsea unable at the moment to find a way through against Aston Villa. Rachel Daly carrying the ball forwards now for Villa. Slides it in towards the winger. That's dealt with. Hansen's ball in the box, dealt with by Chelsea. Macario trying to break out here. Shot from range is flying wide.
Yeah. A cross, a shot that ended up looking like a cross that, just a mess from Knobs. Not what she intended to do whatsoever.
No.
But again, it's, Daly coming forward and bringing that ball out for Villa. Just causing some issues to Chelsea. Yeah, and then is it a cross? Is it a shot? No one knows. Whatever it is, it's out for a Chelsea goal kick.
Yeah.
And Villa have done well here because it was competitive early stages. Then Chelsea seems to just come into the game and up the performance, but Villa are coming back at them. And starting to get on the ball once again and start to bring the ball forward themselves.
D'Angelo. Parker. Back to Sabrina D'Angelo. Tries to get the flick on in there. Drops Ferrer and Cuthbert. Cuthbert to Captain. Captain back to Millie Bright. Bright into Captain. And she's caught in possession there, Vika Captain, and she'll go down clutching her ankle. But now suddenly she's alright. There was nothing wrong with that. Rachel Daly to Grant. And she is offside.
Daly's got Daly has to pass that soon, or she doesn't pass it at all. It's just too late from Daly.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Again, though, it's brilliant from Beijing's to win it back. Nothing wrong. She actually has, the whole time she actually has her foot on the ball. But again, Daly bringing it forwards.
Yeah. Villa created the better opportunities at the moment.
That's tight. That's a harsh one to give, but it doesn't matter. The pass, either Daly's got to go alone, or she has to play that pass. She just made the decision too late. Yeah, we're only 10 minutes off the half, and Villa are doing really well.
There is Lawrence, strong tackle.
A good sign.
Still going, fouled again. Don't know which way that's been given.
No.
Looks like it has been given as a Chelsea foul. A Villa free kick.
Hmm.
What one?
Yeah.
Handsome. Daly. Oh, it's Patton. Lovely football from Aston Villa. Ball swung into the box, and that is put over the bar. Out though for a corner.
Yeah, beyond the one, clearing it, and again, good from Villa. It was the flick round the corner from Daly that into the path of, was it Grant running down that right hand side? Yeah, there's also Mailing with the overlap. It's not a bad ball in, dealt with well by Bjorn, and Villa with a corner. Looked like Hansen put it over herself. No, yeah, just cleared away by Nata Bjorn.
Yeah, well, she knows in that sort of area that's where they can be hit hard, and the corner goes into the box. Flicked on by Daly, front post doesn't come to anything, and Chelsea see that corner out for a goal kick.
Yeah, right idea from Daly, she doesn't get the direction on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not enough yet from Chelsea. It's 2-1 over at Everton. They lead Leicester by 2-1 now.
What a game.
Second half just started. And Everton
Goals flying in every single game this weekend so far, apart from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit flat from Chelsea and positive from Villa. It's kind of levelling out to be an even first half so far. But a good start. A good first 36 minutes for Arroyo. I think she'll be happy with what she's seen. Not happy with Niamh Charles taking her time over that throw-in. It's the passion. It's the... we spoke about the lack of it with Gareth Taylor earlier on, but it's that passion. It's that...
desire, in a sense.
Yeah.
A red card in the Brighton game. Maisie Simmons, straight red card.
Ooh.
Not sure what's
Can I take a punt who's refereeing?
If you want.
Is it Emily Heaslip?
No, Stacey Felix.
Oh, okay. Shame that.
Alex says, do you think Cuthbert I like that. Captain Cuthbert.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the right balance in midfield? Jose says it works. Thanks from Brazil. Oh, I think that's on the VPN, not on the Cuthbert midfield. The Cuthbert midfield.
Do you prefer a Nusk-Bert midfield?
I'll be interested to see a Walsh-Bert midfield.
That would be fun, yes.
Well, but yeah. I think it works quite nicely, but I think whoever we have in there this season, we have lacked a bit of creativity. So when you don't have Nusk in there who's a bit of creativity, it does.
Yeah.
Ball pushing isn't quite as strong.
No.
I actually love to see Walshkin in the second half.
Well,
The Walshkin backline. I mean, I think it will be good.
imagine that was the thing in like a football language. It's like like centre half pairings and double pivots were given a bit like combined names.
Yeah. Yes, it's when we will see Kerr, Walsh, and Germer in the same game. Probably sometime sort of March, April, depending on when Kerr gets back.
Do you think it's a game where we will see them all?
Probably the Champions League semi-finals in April.
Yeah.
If Kerr's fit.
Yeah, true. Hanson's done really well. Dodgy tackles there. Villa got the advantage and they're going to use it. Grant again, really. That's a great ball.
Grant. Chance now for Villa. Just about dealt with another look to break. Aggie Beaver-Jones. Lovely drive for Aggie. Gets caught there and not given her.
That was it. That one looked to be just caught her there, Beijing's. But yeah, Villa there coming forward to get Hansen, who picked it up with a lot of room on the edge of the area and drilled a shot that was blocked by. Well, it was a block of the. It was a mix between Bjorn and Daly as it was fired straight at the two, who were kind of, tussling with each other. And I don't quite not sure which one blocked it, but one of them did. And it was good from Hansen though. Another good game from Kirsty Hansen. I think she's one of the players that has actually had quite a good campaign for Aston Villa. But 5 minutes till half time, and Aston Villa are very much in this game.
Yeah.
The problem is, there's a lot of teams who have said that this season against Chelsea, and then have been blown out the water in the second half, or have been blown.
Even so, there's 5 minutes left of this half.
Exactly.
We can't switch off just yet. Here's Lawrence. Ball down the line. Nobbs just wanted it more there.
Yeah.
Outrun Macario.
Late 30s, still sprinting after balls.
Indeed, she is.
I think she is anyway. I hope I haven't insulted her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a key aspect of this Villa side that isn't spoken about much. It's the leadership. It's the mentality. With you've got Rachel Daly, you've got Jordan Nobbs, who.
High chance now for Chelsea. Lauren James delivers the ball.
Great tackle.
And he just couldn't quite meet it.
I think it's another piece of really good defending from Patton.
There's one by Chelsea again. Cuthbert. Didn't feel like it needed that much on it.
No.
Delivery from Bronze. From Walsh. From neither of those.
No.
Lauren James. Long afternoon. Right. Wrighton. Charles. Cuthbert. Nice football. Captain. Plays it through. Chance now for Chelsea. Aggie Beaver-Jones holds it up well. Flag does go off in the end.
Yeah. Villa doing really well to watch that line.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it was. This was the chance for Aggie again. Yeah, it's a really good piece of defending, I think.
It doesn't need to be that quick from Lauren. Zip this on the floor and she can slide it home, but because it's zipped in the air, it's very difficult for her to connect with and finish off.
Yeah.
And now it's Aston Villa who will come forwards, and Nobbs will give Hansen something to fight for. Lawrence, though, does hold on to it just about. Macario, the player on her back. Played out quite nicely, to be fair here, Chelsea. The captain just shrugs off her opposing number, so it's no problem.
Yeah.
And Lawrence was caught there as an aggressive challenge, a silly challenge from Kirsty Hansen.
Yeah, she's had a couple of that. She's a player that likes to, is a physical player, likes to have a bit of a fight sometimes. Not a fight, but is
loves the card.
Yeah. Does get involved in those, tussles and those kind of silly, unnecessarily aggressive moments.
Chance now for Lauren James. It's just wide. That's very good, right? Don't know how I thought that was LJ.
Wide, it's not bad. It's better play from Chelsea again down the left-hand side.
And the
flag's up again. Linesman on the near side's having a great day.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure her family are proud watching this game.
Yeah, getting loads of camera action. Villa are a couple minutes away here from a very good first half. And although some people in the crowd are already off to go get their pies, Villa have still got work to do. I also don't think they'll be eating pies at half time.
Possibly.
New methods from Arroyo comes in.
Here's a packer.
Here's a packer pie.
I've cooked a shepherd's pie. Who wants a bit? That's a little thrown on the far side.
I think I could have another argument for another foul throw there.
Cuthbert. Macario. Kind of hold that ball there, captain. One back by Chelsea.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
Yeah. Too strong in there from Patton. Miles out of position though, so a smart foul. That is what you call that. Oh, yeah. Plot just clatters into Guro Wrighton. Lucky to avoid a card, you feel.
Bjorn.
Oh, Lauren James.
Lauren James, lovely turn. Just going to dribble away out of trouble. For the option she has on, she'll just keep dribbling with the ball. Pokes that through. Great
Yeah,
ball. I thought my car. Oh, Charles might get there. Oh,
wow.
nice.
Yeah.
That was well timed by Makari, but
Yeah.
the lino clearly disagreed, and so Makari left there.
I'd say if Neve Charles had got there, an incredible run from Charles. She believed, and sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah. So not long left now in this first half. Another goal over in the Everton game. Everton leading by 3-1.
Ooh. Leicester not backing up last week's big win then.
No, it was Katja Snice who added the second.
Wow.
No.
Miracles do happen. Brian Sorensen's, you feel like his January signings and his side are flying now.
Yeah, CFC Riley, welcome to the stream. Says, sup lads, good to see you, Riley. All goes long. That's
That
probably
flag
be
gonna go up
the
again?
last action of the first half.
No.
Beaver Jones. Now Lauren James. James takes aim from range, but it's wide.
That's all it's been really from Chelsea. Pot shots. Just lacking. Apart from that James one that was blocked.
It's half time here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 0. A second half. First half, sorry. We promised so much but delivered very little. Not a lot of goal mouth action. Not a lot of chances. Chelsea not struggling, to play through Aston Villa. Villa looking a very good side. I'm going to go take a quick break and leave you to give your thoughts on the first half. Then we'll be back to analyse everything from that first 45.
Yeah, a first half that I think will very much please the home side and will be a frustrating 45 for Bonpastor and Chelsea. A game that I think Chelsea would have known was going to be difficult. New manager coming in for Aston Villa. It was always going to be going to Villa Park. Wasn't going to be a very easy game, but would have expected better than what Chelsea have got. Not been good enough from Chelsea, really. They've struggled to play through Villa, and that is credit to Aston Villa. They've done very, very well just to keep Chelsea quiet, stop the best players picking up on the ball, and they've limited Chelsea to pot shots, and it's working out really, really nicely. And I think it's a performance that has not only been good defensively for Villa, but they're coming forwards. They've not been afraid. When they've had the opportunities, they've managed to get in possession, get on the ball, and play some really, really nice football. And I think it's paying off massively at the moment for Aston Villa. And you have to give them credit, because with a new manager coming in, it was never going to be easy to turn up here today and take Chelsea on. But credit to them, they've put on a really good performance, and I think it's 45 minutes that Natalia Arroyo will be happy with from her team. And they've got to build on it though, and that is the important thing, is that they have only done half the job, and it hasn't been. It's not been a season where clubs can switch off against Chelsea. It never has been, really. But I think that it's important that Villa remain in this game. They don't drop that performance level, because if they do, it could really come to hurt them. CFC Rice says it's part of the season where Good Rights and Space jammed again. Yeah, it's, I don't know, just obviously didn't start the Arsenal game, and then today just hasn't really got on the ball. But again, it's hard to point out individuals for Chelsea. It overall just struggles to get in and to cause Villa issues and to find that space. And it's been a difficult afternoon for Chelsea. They're going to have to find a way to break Villa down, because Villa have proven that they will. They've found answers to stop Chelsea. The question is now, and we've seen Bonpastor do it several times this season, is that when Chelsea don't quite have what they need, they will find something. And credit's gone to Bonpastor numerous times where there's been close matchups where Chelsea haven't quite been incredible, but they've still found something. Tactically, they've managed to adapt and find a new way through. And that will be the worry for Aston Villa. They all know that that is coming. Bonpastor will find a way for Chelsea to win this game. It's it'll be down to Villa to adapt to that change and to try and just, well, I say keep Chelsea out, but it's a little bit harder than that. And they've done so well to do it for 45 minutes. If they're to do it for another 45, that would be a very, very good result. Even Leicester, still managed to still conceded to them when they put on that brilliant display at the King Power Stadium. So for Villa, it feels like they do need a goal. Similar to that, Leicester did really well because they scored so early on against Chelsea. If Villa want to get something from this, they're going to have to get a goal themselves, which I don't think has been completely out of the question. They have come forward. They've been brave in possession. They've moved the ball quickly. They've been very positive. And overall, I think that they deserve to be in this game. It's not one of those performances where they've put 11 players behind the ball and just sat in their own penalty area and stopped Chelsea. They've had opportunities. They've come forward. They've had shots, and I think that they've had a couple where they probably the quality of chance has been good. Just the execution hasn't quite been there. But all it takes is one opportunity from Nunes, from Daly, and Villa could find the back of the net themselves in this game. And I think that could be the difference at the end of the day. Will Villa get a goal in this game, or can they try and? I just don't see that if they get a goal that I don't see if they don't get a goal that they will get something from this game. If Leicester hadn't scored so early, then probably when they drew to Chelsea, they probably would have lost. But I just feel that I just don't see I just don't see Villa really getting something from this game without scoring a goal. I mean, the stats are pretty even. Villa had 3 shots, Chelsea had 4. Villa are the only team to have a shot on target. And I think that sums up the first 45, as you were saying. The quality of chance for Villa has been better, just the execution isn't there. For Chelsea, it's been pot shots and shots from range.
Yeah, simply not good enough really from Chelsea. I think we've not built up very effectively so far. Admittedly, I think Aston Villa are playing very well. I think we have struggled to then create opportunities of any quality.
Yeah.
Let alone even just pot shots, to be fair. But the fact we haven't tested D'Angelo yet, when I think as much as I think she's been much better in a Villa shirt, she is a goalkeeper who always has a mistake in her. So I think testing her is important. But no, it's really well. I'd rather focus on how good Aston Villa play.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, yes, we can overanalyze Chelsea's first 45 and we can say, oh, God, there's a huge drop-off. They're not playing as well as they normally should. We would expect that performance to come back round the second half once Bonpastor re-drills the message. I'd rather focus on what a positive first 45 that was for Aston Villa and what a well-executed game plan this has been from Arroyo.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where if Villa had played like this, this first half performance, if they played like this against any other team in the league, it would be this result or better. For me, I don't see. Is there any side? They look at Man City last weekend, and that was without Arroyo. But the player performance from Villa has been superb, and today tactically they've gone toe to toe with Chelsea, and that is absolutely crucial because even if they don't win this game or get something from it, suddenly if they play like this against any of the bottom 4 or 5, they'll play them off the park.
Yeah,
it is as simple as that. And we've said this about Villa, and this is. When Depor came in at the start of the season, we thought that's what would happen with him. But I generally think Villa's quality of squad is up there with potentially not now that Brighton have gone out and just signed loads of incredibly good players like Paris, like Kirby. But I think overall, the Villa quality in squad isn't far off the likes of Liverpool. You
say that, but I think Rachel Daly is of that calibre anyway. I think Jordan Nobbs is of that calibre. I think they signed Gabby Nunes, who is of that level. I think Chastity Grant will be that level eventually. Yeah. So I think that, yes, it's very easy to look at Brighton and how well they've performed this season and say, well, they do deserve to be there. But I think Villa, the quality they've got in the squad, it's better than that Tottenham team across the board.
Apart from Beth England. If Villa had Beth England, genuinely, yes. But yeah, it's really, really good from Villa. I think Arroyo seems to. I mean, this is a dream club. apparently, and she's her dream job. Sorry, and I mean, she seems to be the
Well, she was
happiest
going to
person.
say that, wasn't she?
Yeah, of
She was
course.
going to say, "Oh, I wish I got Birmingham."
But she seems the happiest person to ever go to Birmingham. She's having a great having a great time, but that's crucial, and that's what Villa lacked. That's what Sean Goater came in and did. But what happened was they had DePaul, who it just didn't work out at all. They had Goater, who had the positivity and the guys, we're going to have a great game, but not the tactical knowledge. Now they've got both of the managers put together. Brilliant tactical. Clearly, Arroyo, from what she's done and from what we've seen today already, is very good tactically. But just the positivity and the mentality is also there, and they're attributes of a top manager, and it's looking really, really promising.
Yeah, the question marks now will be around: is it sustainable? How do Villa push on in the second half? Do they try and build? How do they build on that first half?
Yeah.
Is she pragmatic enough to make changes when things go wrong? Because obviously we've not seen things like that. So there's so many questions, but the early signs are really positive. That they've done well against Chelsea's team that are unbeaten in every single competition this season. So yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I think there's lots of positives to take from that first half for Arroyo and for Villa.
Yeah, very much. As you say, it's the next two big things are the adaptability and the consistency, because they're going to have to adapt to whatever Chelsea can do. Because Bombastor will change something. She's Sonia Bombastor. She won't sit there and watch whatever that was from Chelsea and go, that's all right. She will change something. Villa are going to have to adapt to that, whether it's personnel or tactically.
Yankee says, what do you think of Beijing's? Oh, well, first you can tell me what you think of my pronunciation. But no, she's looked solid in there. A really nice, put-together player. I think that obviously there are still some raw attributes, but she is comfortable in possession. I think her and Nobbs have formed quite a nice partnership in there. So, yeah, it seems like a decent player. And I think now that she's actually playing... It's a shame maybe that was what DePaul was just missing.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing, is that it was a DePaul signing, but she didn't play. She didn't get a single start under him. And then when Sean Goater came in, she played and played brilliantly. And now Arroyo's come in and just keep starting her.
Yeah.
It was really bizarre for DePaul to go sign her and not play her.
Well, I think she was injured, weren't she, for most of the first half of the season, so he didn't really get an opportunity. But imagine if she was fit, maybe he'd still be in the role. Maybe Villa would be right up there. So
potentially.
Impossible to say. Unlikely Opinion says next time Chelsea play Barcelona, they should just send Levante instead. Yeah, sure.
Incredible.
Get the job done.
Levante UWCL charge next season.
Indeed. Jose says, I don't like Macario over Aggie Beaver Jones. Why have you got to like either, sorry? I don't know, I like them both. I think they're both quality players.
Yeah, they're both starting as well, which I think is fine.
I think it's Riley's point of I counted 3 instances of LJ and Macario getting each other's way in that half. Weird decision to have cut up front when Aggie is right there. I think both play that role well. I think if we're thinking more long term, in terms of beyond sort of like the immediate games, but you've got to think that striker position is going to be occupied by Kerr, by Ramirez. There is going to be a lot of, and Fischel as well. So there is going to be a lot of competition up there. So I think Avery Jones will be used more as a right wing. I think Macario will be used in all of the 4 positions.
Yes,
she's very comfortable across the attacking setup. So yeah, I think that's probably what that's planning for. But I get your point. I don't think Macario. I think Macario and James are sort of clashing together.
The front 4 as it is now doesn't work. But I think if we notice that, Sonia Bombastor will notice that. And I expect to see that change. Also, to be fair, how many... I know they've known the trained each other for a while, but it must be very few for the minutes that Macario and James have played with each other.
But both always injured. So
yeah.
They might spend loads of time together.
Yeah, maybe they're just because they're constantly injured together. But yeah, it's Chelsea. It's a rotated side, but I agree. The Macario and James aren't quite working in that central area together.
Yeah, Jose saying I'd put Ramirez in Macario's place, and I guess then pull James a little deeper. Yankees says she played under DePaul before and had a good connection in Germany. Yeah, I remember talking about that. But yeah, it never really worked out for DePaul.
No, it didn't, and I think that was more off pitch than on pitch. I think, the results were the main problem. The performances were there, the results weren't, and then the morale in the dressing room. He also lost them, and then suddenly you're getting poor results with a poor dressing room. He was always bound to go. But I don't think that Villa's position in the table or their results this season show how good they are.
And who is that out warming up, Harry?
That is Kira Walsh, and that is also Myra Ramirez. I don't know what it means that one's got a bib on and one doesn't. Does that mean one's coming on, one isn't? I don't know.
Walsh in the middle. The
by herself.
Rondo.
Oh right. She's just under. Oh no,
Ramirez has got a bib on just under her coat. Walsh has got a bib on over her coat. Just different fashion choices.
Okay, I'm reading too much into it. They do just different styles. But yeah, that is Carnarade, and that is Carnarade coming on.
Yes.
So that is interesting.
Either that or she's forgot all her training gear.
She's got the kit. So that would say either Macario or Aggie. Surely, I'd be surprised to see LJ taken off. We know it's not Bright or Bjorn. That's the result. Carnarade is not going to centre half. Shock.
David says Chelsea can tie an opposition and bring off the bench pressure. That is true. I think that is a huge threat they have. Lucky says Seal on for captain, isn't able to keep up with the physicality, defending with a 6. No one seems to be able to hold a run. An absolute shit show. I don't think we've been that bad. I don't think it's been brilliant for us. I don't think it's been an absolute shit show. Walsh get missed for sure. I hope so, Alex.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Delta says Macario isn't playing as a 9. She's more of a 10. She's dropping into the midfield to create space. But the problem is both James and Macario prefer to be the playmakers. Well, I think it's more that Macario is trying to play that playmaking role, but James is dropping from striker into that same position.
Yeah.
So they are occupying the same space.
Guro Righton.
So James to left. No. Yeah, potentially James to left wing.
I think that's the one player out of the 3 I wouldn't have. That is.
Not the 4. Yeah.
That surprises me, that. So Carnarade on for Guro.
The Carnarade onto the right hand side.
James onto the left, surely.
Yeah, I'd expect so.
And Aggie through the middle and Cat in the 10.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Oh.
The Yankees asked will Bright extend her contract. She seems shaky. I think she's still fine to be a backup option, though. You expect Naomi Girma will be starting, and then it'll be either Bjorn or Buchanan, I think, long term. But Bright is still comfortable backup for them.
How short are pattern socks for a centre half? There's no way she's got shin pads on because they're like rolled down, unless she just had to roll them down.
Sean Dyche that.
Yeah. Look at her, centre half.
Oh yeah.
She hasn't got socks on. What bizarre! I've never seen a centre half who wears those like really short socks.
So yeah, as expected, Angela Jones does move to lead the line, and we're back underway for the second half here at Villa Park. It's 0-0 going into the second 45. Chelsea need to push on if they want to win this game, which of course they do. Here's Carnarade.
It's one of those where
Cuthbert tries to find Macario. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper. Boo Jones will press it. D'Angelo sends it long. And that will go out of play. Lawrence with a nudge there on Kirsty Hansen. To allow that to bounce out of play.
Chelsea have got that buffer at the moment at the top of the table, but as quickly as they gained it, they could lose it. So, they cannot afford to drop any points anywhere, really.
That was a skewed clearance.
Yeah, I don't really know why. I think she should just let Patton take that.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
They weren't under that much pressure.
No.
Any pressure they might have been on was alleviated.
Yeah. Yeah. What was Bonpastor count of half time? Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
There'll be another foul throw for Moritz.
Hopefully see a bit more from Carnarade. I think recently she's been a bit quiet. She started the season at an electric form.
Yeah, it's like she started so fast that she's now like just ran out of like contribution.
She can't keep up with herself.
Yeah. That's the ball looking for Carnarade. Moritz does really well to see her out to take the ball away. That is a bizarre clearance from D'Angelo that has worked superbly and fallen straight to Kirsty Hansen. I do not think she meant any part of that.
No. And it does allow, though, Villa to play out quite successfully here. A ball down the line, Bjorn with strong defending, a little bit over the line, though.
Centre half, I've seen their praises. Both got non-over player of the month. Both of them today are struggling with the physicality of Nunes and Daly.
They're just being over physical. I don't think
Yeah.
they need to. I know they're desperate for them to not let them turn, but I don't know. I just feel like stand them up a bit more.
It's smart for Nunes because she's grabbing that shirt and bringing them in close, and then spinning them. You know, it's not completely clean from Nunes, but it's it's
intelligent play. It's not going to get picked up by refs.
Yeah, it's really smart. Because she's basically what she's trying to do is she's actually trying to steer them round. So as Bjorn and Bright are getting spun, they feel the need to then have to drag her to the floor because if not, she's going to spin and she's in.
Yeah.
Oh, really tidy in there.
Lovely football from Aston Villa. Gabby Nunes here.
Oh, that
looks to spread the play. And now here is Chastity Grant. She's isolated up against Charles here. Charles gets a distance nicely. Now she needs to intervene and does so well, forcing Grant to play a pass. Or do something that didn't really anything.
I thought that was deflected off Charles, but no, just a really miscued cross. That
half cross, half shot.
Yeah.
4-1 Everton, by the way.
Wow.
Kelly Gargo with her second of the game. And they lead.
What a signing. That is, I mean, I know it's early days, but that is now, is that 4 goals in Everton colours already? 3? She got 2 today, 1 in the FA Cup, and I think she got one.
So, yeah.
One in the League Cup game.
Tony Payne with 2 assists as well.
What is going?
Very good.
What shock? They've got a striker that can finally put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And now they're scoring
goals. That will do it.
Brian Sorensen's army.
Even Katja Snois.
That is poor from Hannah Hampton.
Even Katja Snois has been inspired to start scoring goals.
Tries to. I don't know what she tries to. She should lift the ball out to Charles. Instead, drills it out for a throw. She almost looks like she purposely kicked it out there.
Don't know. Put some ball distribution from her today, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's uncharacteristic, but still. Would want to see better.
Daly. Beijing's lovely lofted pass to Moritz. Oh, that pass wasn't... It's ambitious, but I like that. But
Lawrence into Aggie Beaver Jones. Now it's Cuthbert. Cuthbert immediately with a player on her back.
Again, it's good for Nunes. It's physical. It's on the line. But it's enough to not give away a foul, but to force Cuthbert to turn around and go backwards.
Lauren James just drifting inside with the ball. Not sure what she's trying to do with that one. And it does leave them open. Lawrence needs to get across. Does well there to deal with Kirsty Hansen. Wins it back though. And this is a messy showing very far from the Blues.
Lawrence is struggling up again with the physicality of Hansen. And to be fair, the rest of the so it's the physicality from Villa asserting themselves. It's Nunes is winning that battle up against the centre half.
Does really well to hold on to that ball, forced to the ground.
That is the other problem with Hansen. That wasn't Hansen, to be fair to her.
Centre back who followed her for miles there.
Yeah,
that looked like a yellow, but I see why it's not been given.
Yeah, hopefully it's Moritz who just kept pulling.
Grab her the whole way.
Yeah. But again, it's Hansen is winning that battle up against Lawrence. I mean, Lawrence, poor to a giveaway that she did well. She then did better just to see her out, just to see her wide and force her backwards. Yeah, Villa just being really strong, really assertive, and it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I give credit to the Aston Villa, I guess the team, just the board, that Arroyo was announced last week, but rather than rush her into the Villa game, so the City game, sorry, they gave Sean Goetz that game, and they've given her, because you can tell, because there's so much talking going on, there's loads of communication, it's brilliant, and it feels weird for a new manager to be so involved, but you got to remember, she's been here for over a week.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it was a really smart timing. They went, let's be honest, are we going to beat Man City if she's been given it 2 days? Probably not. Yeah. So give it to Sean Goetz. He might miraculously do something because he was unbeaten thus far. You know, and then they've given her 8-9 days. And
this might sound crazy, but they could have employed her in that whole period where they didn't have a game.
They could have done that. That would have been very smart. And to be fair, she probably wasn't that. It was probably something to do with international clearance or getting a work permit or something.
Possibly.
But let's give them this.
Because I'm not sure. Yeah, they took their time with it, which is smart because they've probably now got a better appointment than if they hadn't.
No, I got I don't know, Sam Allardyce.
That would have been fun.
That's what everyone seems to do, just panic and just go get Sam Allardyce.
Yeah, employ Sam Allardyce.
I'll be honest, second half has started exactly the same as the first half ended, and was exactly the same as the whole first half. Of just Villa doing well to keep Chelsea at bay. Oh, Daly, that's superb again. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit too relaxed from Chelsea. Like, Bright there, never, at no point, it's not like nerves or anything. At no point there, Bright felt that she was going to get tackled by Daly. And then Daly slides in and wins it, and Bright's like, oh, okay, well, never mind.
Wins it high. They can use this ball, Chelsea. Carnegie tries to take on Moritz. Doesn't quite work out. Carnegie will put her under. Played out of it well, though. Ball forwards. Cut out by Kat Macario. And they can't quite keep that in play. Lawrence, that will be a Villa throw.
Yeah, it's similar feeling to the City game. In terms of, only slightly, in terms of, it feels like for Chelsea to, at the moment, the way this game's going, for Chelsea to win it, it's going to take something special. City, it took 2 belters from Miedemar and Fowler. I think it feels like it's going to take something like that from Chelsea again.
Here is Chastity Grant. This is worrying. Villa look good here. Now Bright. Lauren James.
That's not.
Plays the ball up the line.
Better.
A good tackle in there, and now Villa win it high. Daly wants to come inside. Good tackle from Cuthbert. Moritz. Lovely from Kirsty Hansen to take it past Lawrence. Ball into the box. Daly tries the overhead kick. Doesn't quite come off.
Oh my God.
Bright missed the clearance. Luckily, it bounces through harmlessly.
Wow. I think that might be Daly.
Might have done Daly in that.
To be fair, she's what, 34?
Yeah.
Trying bicycle kicks. So it's ambitious. Again, Hansen gets the better of Lawrence, puts the ball in. Daly doesn't quite deal with it. It's not what she's looking for. Then Bright with a miss kick. Yeah, I mean, if it had come off, it'd have been absolutely incredible from Rachel Daly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millie Bright, let off there. Yeah, it's just so. I get that Chelsea are unbeaten. That's fine. They're not really like worrying or anything, but it's slow. And again, and Bompastor was responding with 2 more changes.
This is Mayra Ramirez and it's Shoka Nuskan.
Completely understandable. It is just too slow from Chelsea. You feel it is just very relaxed. It's weirdly relaxed. It does. So who's coming off? 18.
18. That's Vika Katin, isn't it?
Yes. And then I guess
you would assume Agaviva Jones.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, Captain's not really been involved.
Yeah. And I think it's with these Nuskan and Ramirez will come on and they will compete with that Aston Villa physicality.
Yeah, I'd like to see him Walsh. But yeah, Nuskan does give you a bit more creativity. Ramirez is going to give you someone who's going to go and bully the back line.
Yeah.
So, don't mind it.
Nuskan a bit of bite in that midfield. Cuthbert's not been assertive, but I feel with her and Cuthbert, either she's, and to be fair, Aggie Jones going straight down the tunnel. So maybe that is a bit more of a forced change.
Or she's fuming.
Or she's forgotten something.
Oh yeah, that's also an option.
Or she's fuming, just going to smash a mirror or something. Trash the away dressing room. Daly is also back to her feet after receiving treatment after her audacious bicycle kick attempt. Looks to be okay. Yeah.
Now Chelsea can get us back underway. Here's Millie Bright. Pure to Bright. Got to lift that over the top, and there's a chance for Mayra Ramirez to get involved immediately. But she takes a past one, isn't aware of the player behind her.
Again, good recovering. Good recovering from Villa.
Grant tries to hold on to the ball. I'm back by Chelsea. Here's Nuskan. Brilliant turn, and it takes Beijing's out of the game. Now it's with Kat Makara trying to play it through. Not quite able to pick up Moira.
Got to adjust now. You haven't got Beaver Jones on there. You're not looking for that ball through. Get it into Ramirez's feet and just let her run through people. But again, Nuskin, instant impact, just moves it quicker. Gets the ball, turns immediately. Beijing runs in like a bull in a china shop. And trying to go hard and fast. That was a free kick. I don't even know what for, to be honest.
Charles, the ball went through and Charles stopped the player by just like getting it away.
No, yeah, Grant's not the road runner. She's not going to get
That's what I mean.
So, yeah, I get that. I understand why the ref would give it because she's blocked there. But at the end of the day,
big goal in Brighton Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
It's a Crystal Palace goal on their level.
Wow,
that's huge. That could be a huge point if they can hold on there.
Brighton, what is going on?
With Leicester losing and West Ham losing, Palace would close the gap to them. Even though it's only a point, even though it's only marginally, that's huge.
That is massive.
A big point.
Every point matters.
And that game's been spun on its head since Maisie Simmons decided she didn't want to keep playing anymore. On the 48th minute. We need to see what happened there.
Oh, really good defending from Patton up against Ramirez.
But Ramirez having none of it. And she just shrugs her off the ball.
Remember from the opening day, that was a good fight. It was I think it was a good battle between the Villa centre-halves and Ramirez. They feel like the only two centre-halves who have managed to put up with Ramirez.
Such a soft one.
Nunez again, just being smart about it.
Yeah.
Who are Palace playing their new signings? Oh, that's not. Yeah, it's Nunez who is leaning on Nuskin. So when she falls over, it looks like Nuskin's just. Yeah, I'm guessing as Lara said.
Mike Carter with the goal. I've benched him. Sorry.
Oh, that's a shame. Couldn't have done that.
Mayor, in fact. Yeah. No.
No one, anyone in there? No. Well, I don't know what is Grant doing, running back to her own goal. Ran past her own centre half as well. Luckily, she's kept.
They changed their goalkeeper. It's now Milamaj Majasari, who they signed in the summer. She did make an error that led to the goal for Brighton, but other than that, and she got booked. So I don't know what she's been up to. Lara C did come on.
Hansen again gets the better of Lawrence. Bjorn cuts the pass out. Ashley Lawrence got to come off. Ashley Lawrence is really struggling against Hansen.
Yeah.
Just got to bring that down.
The problem is, it's now 4 subs used.
Yeah, 3. It was only good at half time.
Yeah.
Ramirez
up against Patton. Ramirez loses the physical exchange.
That's a really. They are.
Against Parker, sorry. And Parker just tells her to get up.
Wow.
Never seen that. The way she's bullied some of the other defenders in this league.
And Anna Kennedy was eating grass. Oh, was intercepted by Macario. Just got nothing on though.
Cat Macario strikes from range. Oh. Good save. And finally a shot on target for Chelsea. It's took an hour.
60 minutes. And that is well held by D'Angelo because Carnered was ready to pounce on that.
Yeah.
The power on that felt like that was to be parried. That is a brilliant claim.
Yeah. Fair play.
Again, this is the physical battle. That's brilliant from Patton. No foul at all. Well, that is a free kick and a yellow card for Beijing. Is it Beijing's for kicking the ball away, I think? Because I don't think it was Beijing's who committed the foul. Or has the card gone to Patton?
Well, that's the camera's focused on Patton, but whether or not it's her getting booked or not.
Oh, why is she written on that? Anyway. Well.
I have no idea who's been, but it is Jill Beijing.
Yeah, I thought so. I think it's for kicking the ball away. I don't think she actually committed the foul.
No,
actually both. Not great.
Yeah, she definitely committed the foul.
Was it Patton who kicked the ball away, maybe? Oh, no idea.
I think Beijing's has been booked.
Yeah, for a mix, for a combination.
I did feel like the next one that committed a foul like that was going to be going into the book.
One shot on target from Kat Macario, and it looks like she's going to go and take this free kick. Just got to surely go for target again.
Yeah.
Test D'Angelo.
Surely. I mean, there are players in the box, so sure you go for target and hope that she spills it or it goes in.
Surely it's a shot on goal.
Yeah, it is. But it is a good claim. Not enough behind it. It's a good claim for D'Angelo.
Another good stop. 2 shots on target now for Chelsea, both coming from Cat Macario.
Yeah.
But again, as I said, with regards to the City Villa game, it was a Macario shot from long range and a free kick. Difference is that Miedemar and Fowler were slapping them top corner. So unless Chelsea are going to come up with something like that, Villa are refusing to be beaten so far in this match. That is definitely a foul.
What's going on?
I don't know what Nuskum's doing. Just swinging her legs in the air.
I glanced down the check shot, I looked back up, and they're like on top of each other.
Late on top of each other, and Nuskum just kicks like just backstroke.
And Chelsea's. I know we were having another stoppage, weren't we? Because right, we played at half time. Mega Hamano coming on.
Cat Macario.
That will be for Cat Macario.
See, I know that change would have probably been organised before Macario's 2 shots, but she's the first player to have 2 shots on target for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Bigly, that's not really warrant to stay on the pitch, is it? At the end, when you take it, when you isolate compared to everyone else, yeah, she's played better, but when you isolate it, it's still not great.
Well done, you had 2 pot shots.
And one was a dead ball situation.
Yeah.
We're over the hour mark. But it's just got that feeling, though, because Villa, it's not like Villa are leading. All Chelsea have to do is find the back of the net once.
Yeah. Be interesting to see. Can they just overwhelm Aston Villa or?
Oh, well done from Nuskum, because that was smashed at her by Hampden. And she managed to keep the touch controlled and then recover it before Nunes took it off. Tried to take it off her.
Just got to be a bit quicker, you think, from Chelsea, a bit more intentioned.
There seems to be a reluctance to go
just
forward.
Looking for the long ball every time, rather than you've got 5 players stood in a diagonal, or 6 players in a line.
Why is
here.
Cuthbert there?
6 players in a line, just waiting. There's no one that wants to come and get the ball short, apart from Lauren James.
Lauren James, the Chelsea's 3rd deepest player.
Everyone else has just gone super high, and then the ball just goes over the top, and everyone runs after it.
Literally, they play it down the middle and 6 players. Change coming for Aston Villa. Kirsty Hansen's coming off. No, sorry, Gary Nunes is coming off. I read 28 as 20. It's not great. And that's a change. Taylor's come on, which is another midfielder.
More defensive then.
Yeah. So more
5-1.
Yeah. Arroyo understanding with 25 minutes to go, it is still level.
Connery darting inside. Good interception. Beijing's lovely movement.
I get why you
wriggles out of that wonderfully.
I get why you keep Daly on, but in terms of the physicality and the Nunes and that pace in behind, would you not opt for just keep Nunes? But I guess Daly's a skipper and she's on for a really good season, so.
Charles just need to see her out. Really good defending from Nick Charles. Just sees Grant to the touchline.
Wow.
I think that's been the battle that's been really interesting, because remember Chastity Grant in the reverse fixture was causing Baltimore a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Charles has kept her quite stiff.
Yeah. And even you think Uwahavi and Alexandri struggled against Grant, and City found that game difficult.
Whereas literally, apparently, everyone else in the Villa squad has just been out more physical than Chelsea.
Yeah. And it's another. We're now getting to the period of the game where it's the what ifs are coming in. What if Villa do hold on for 25 minutes?
Oh, and Brighton have shattered Crystal Palace dreams with a goal in added time.
Oh, wow. Another one.
Every time for Palace.
When did they equalise? What minute?
88th.
And they didn't take a point from a 10-man against 10 players, the 10 players of Brighton.
97th minute.
Crystal Palace. Genuinely, take away the goals they've conceded in added time, and they'd be out. I believe they'd be out of the relegation zone.
At this rate, probably, yeah.
It is absurd. They conceded 1 at Chelsea in added time, 2 at West Ham, 1 at Tottenham, 1 at Brighton. It is a ridiculous amount of games. It's like after the 90th minute, they go back to being a championship side.
Yeah.
And again, this battle is getting very tasty. So Ramirez pushed Patton to the floor. Or no, sorry, Taylor.
Oh, goal ruled out. Brighton 1, Palace 1.
Palace, is that full time? Have Palace taken a point?
No.
So yes, it's Patton. Oh, yeah, it's very messy. Then Ramirez just lands on Patton's head. So Ramirez pulls to the floor, and then Ramirez just falls out. Oh, blimey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a nice one for us. No intention, obviously.
Oh, God, yeah, Ramirez hasn't sat on her. She just fell over and just landed. Just didn't go over it.
She's lying on the floor and ran over and just cannonballed on her. Yeah, full time in Everton, Leicester 4-1.
Wow.
The win for Everton. They are only 5 points behind Brighton.
Yeah.
In fifth. That'd be crazy.
I think, was there another change for Villa in there? Or
There was someone warming up on the sidelines. They may have made that change now.
Well, it was Moritz. Or Mailing just came over and gave Arroyo a high five.
That also works.
I mean, again, but that's a big day at the bottom then. With Palace picking up a point and
Leicester
losing
to Everton.
It now means it means there's only one win in it. That's a huge point for Palace if they hold on. They've got to hold on. What's going on here? Oh, well, that should be a yellow card. Patton tried to enter the play without the referee telling her that she could. How's that not? I don't get it. That's not a yellow card. Never mind. She's been sent back to the sideline, and D'Angelo will get to finally kick this. Parker was going to take it, then left it to Patton, who came running on. Then Patton wasn't allowed on, so the referee told her to go back. So they let D'Angelo have it. But it should be a card for entering the play when you're not told to. Daly dispossessed in the middle. Again, why? This is what Chelsea. Why are they now starting to play those through balls now that it's Myra Ramirez, not Evie Jones?
Yeah. Opinion says, unlike the opinion says, Ramirez doesn't score a lot, does she? 3 goals in 11 games. True. I mean, her record should be better than that. She's averaging about 0.37 per 90. So her numbers, obviously she's not played like every minute. But that's about half what it was last season. But I think her shots on target are considerably higher. So make of that what you will.
It's an interesting, obviously,
having more chances this season, putting less away.
It's a mixture of two things. I think she should be on more goals than that, but Chelsea are very good at sharing out the numbers, especially when there is a rotate. Especially once Kurt, but with Beaver Jones starts when you start to add the goals together, because Chelsea scored loads of goals, but like Erin Cuthbert's got a couple, just because I don't know how.
Tony Baltimore has like 3, I think.
Bronze has got a couple. Millie Bright's got a couple.
There's no talisman, which is useful, but obviously
equally, once Kerr's back, she might just drop 20 goal season on someone's on their head.
Half a season.
Yeah. Well, no, it meant like next season.
Sam goes on and we're just living in it. Here is Patton. Melee. Grant. Good defending from Charles.
$20 minutes.
It's brilliant. The most difficult games of the season for Chelsea, when the teams sat in like 8th and 9th.
Yeah. For Leicester, it was a. But I think it's representations of two teams that should be higher in the table.
True.
Villa more than Leicester. Obviously, it's hard to judge Villa.
Villa, the opening day, probably should have beaten Chelsea on the merit play.
Yeah.
And they've probably been the better team.
That was the Paul's best game. Goal kick. I'm not sure that's been given a goal kick.
Lawrence hooked it and kicked it into
Oh, did she?
opposition player.
Oh, I've been intrigued to have another look. I thought she missed it. She might. Let's have a look. No.
No, she didn't.
She just kicks it off.
Oh well. The Hills Charles brother says Ramirez gets marked out of lots of games. That's true. They do stick a lot of players on her, but she also draws, players away then.
Yeah.
From her teammates. I know I'm not play that quickly, but Nov's in the way. Chelsea in possession, beyond.
And the problem is that Chelsea have only got one change. The impact subs haven't had an impact, is the problem. And now Bombastor's used her personnel options, really.
Oh, no. Cuthbert wins it back. Hamana competing.
Again, it's just more assertive from Patton to win that ball.
Hamana's
being tackled from invasion. Wow.
Brilliant tackle. She's been excellent.
Yeah.
That's a game changer for Villa.
And she's only, what, 20... She's 20... Oh, I
That's
can't...
the reason she's on the books at Bayern.
And here come Villa.
And they'll use their pace. Oh, wow. So unlucky. A great strike from Kirsty Hansen off the bar.
Wow. I think caught Hannah Hampton out. Just rattles the bar. It's brilliant from Daly again.
She has to strike this early. Because Bright's closing that gap.
Wow. That is unfortunate. Again, Lawrence gets alongside Lawrence again and she's in. Bright comes across just to sit, but it's a brilliant effort. It is a superb strike from Hansen and she's very unlucky, rattling the crossbar. But again, it's Rachel Daly just back heels it to Nobbs, who plays a beautiful ball through to Hansen. Not much more. Oh, a save. What a save from Hannah Hampton that is.
Fantastic stop. Fantastic stop from Hannah Hampton.
I tell you what, even more credit to Hansen because that was on target. That was going in. That is a superb save from Hampton.
Corner then for Aston Villa. There's a Chelsea player down in the box. Cuffett is back to her feet now. Ball back in there. And Hamano just hooks that away. And she'll give it chase. Beijing's lifts it in the area. Headed to keep it alive from Daly. Headed away, but picked up on by Parker. And that's really good from Nusken to compete and win that ball back. And she knocks out of play, but it comes off a Villa player. That will be a throw.
At this point in the game, Chelsea should be putting Aston Villa under so much pressure, but it's still even. And again, Cuthbert's fortunate to keep possession there.
I feel also just watched the Man United Palace game. I bet that. I hope you're not a United fan, because if so, you've just watched a brilliant comedy show. So missed this one. What's the summary so far?
Oh, better from Ramirez.
Chelsea haven't been good enough. But Ramirez puts us into the box. It's cleared away. Will be kept alive here by Chelsea. Sjoka Nusken, Hamano. Nice turn, Lauren James. Nowhere to go. Back to Nusken from range over the bar. Hills Trail Brothers say formation changes needed for Chelsea and playing much faster this last 17 minutes.
Any attackers still left to come on for Chelsea?
I'll have a look.
I don't think so. Unless you're not bringing on Brown.
I would.
Watching back this Hannah Hampton save, it's hit so well by Hansen.
No, we are out of attackers.
That's from, Impact's not really on Kira Walton to score a goal.
Wow.
Unless you bring out, I don't know, just throw Nusken up front now. Put Bright up there. We saw Emma Hayes do that a couple of times towards the end of games.
Did Bright just do that?
Maybe. Again, Villa win it back. More combative in the midfield.
No, we did also say it for England.
Right.
Cuthbert gives it into Ramirez. Ramirez will take on Parker now. Trying to fashion herself a shooting opportunity. Does so. It's blocked.
Good defending again.
Really good from Parker. Just stands her up so well.
Villa centre-halves have been superb. Even here, it looks like Parker's beaten when Ramirez chops back, but she does well to get back in, just stands her up, sees her onto a weaker foot and blocks it wide. And again, that mentality, the cheer between the two centre-halves for that block is incredible.
News says, hello guys, with yesterday's Sparta results, who's to blame, the coach or the team? Do you rate Pere? Romy, I think it's, as with any coach, he's young and he's still got a lot to learn. I also think they're going to they're sorely underestimating how much of a loss Kira Walsh is, because I think she's a better defensive midfielder than Patrick Gallardo, but everyone just seems to ignore that.
Flag's up anyway.
Flag is up. But yeah, no, obviously Barcelona are a brilliant team. But yeah, so I think you've got to put some of that on Romeu, but I think also you've got the problem is you've got a Barcelona side that aren't used to losing games. And so I think there is a bit of a mentality problem there. Change coming for both sides. Adriana Leon on for Aston Villa, and it's Kira Walsh now coming on for Chelsea. The new signing, £400,000 from Barcelona Femení. First though, Grant off, Leon on. Not been able to have the impact she has in recent games, Chastity Grant, but still gave Charles a good game.
Yeah, she did it right. And I think it's more a testament to how well Charles has played than to Grant not playing well. Leon just going to come on really, and very similar player. Physical, bit, going to try and take Charles on.
And now Chelsea's new signing will enter the field for her first minutes in Chelsea blue. And coming off is Lauren James, which is a choice.
It is. It is.
Should come off to a round of applause. I'm not sure what for. Not a vintage display from LJ.
I think Chelsea haven't played well today, but the changes have been interesting. I think to make one change at half time, but then the changes to come so early, to use all your attacking options before the 60th minute was surprising.
I think get them on there, change the game. They just haven't been able to do that. No one in the Chelsea attack, whether it be the 4 who started or the 4 who've come on since, have showered themselves in any sort of glory today. So Walsh moves to be the deep lying of the midfield 3. Cuthbert and Nusken playing as the two more advanced midfielders. It feels like a lot more like a 4-3-3 that we've seen Bon Pastor play a lot in the past than perhaps the 4-2-3-1 that we've seen her use this season, which I'm not sure is going to work, and I'm not sure why you'd change it.
But
we'll see.
It's an interesting one. 12 minutes though.
Roses will rip my fantasy team. Oh yeah, WSL fantasy goes awfully when Chelsea don't win. I had Ramirez on captaincy. That's 2 points. Unless you can get a goal. Wrighton in my team, that's 1 point. I think she got for 460, didn't she?
That's why you get Kelly Gargo.
And here comes Carnarit. Bursting away. Olivia Smith didn't do anything. So I had Parry, 6. Bright should get 6. Carnarit. Can she make something happen? Ball into the box. Tries to hold it up. Here is Lawrence now.
I thought Kira Walsh was bursting on the edge.
Ball in, and that's claimed by D'Angelo.
The first time Lawrence gets the better of Hansen is when Chelsea are going forward.
LJ's been flats as the Hills Trail brothers, yeah. I agree. Janice Pierce Singh says, who will win?
Don't know.
I've got to say, it's probably going to be 0-0 at this rate. As Charlie says, it's still 0-0.
We're 10 minutes to go. It should be relentless pressure from Chelsea, but Villa are just they're still coming forwards. They're still putting up a fight. And I respect that. They've looked stronger defensively rather than shutting up and going for the 0-0. They've looked stronger by actually trying to come at Chelsea.
Brilliantly aggressive there from Bjorn and
that was silly.
Hansen. I don't know what
she dives in and hurts herself.
Yeah. Obviously, she's just thrown herself at Natalie Bjorn.
And they're getting smacked in the face by Bjorn's trailing arm. She'll be alright. She's going to throw herself into tackles. Nothing, yeah, she just...
It's annoyed here that she was initially bullied, and then she's gone lying in there, and Bjorn just uses... So it's there that she just nudges her away, and then Hansen's frustrated and goes flying into it. I don't know what she's trying to do.
She gets caught on a straight arm. Yeah. Because I don't know, if she wins the ball out there, I don't quite know what she's going to do with it. If she was going to kick it there, she'd
pop it by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Line into it.
Land studs it.
Hampton.
Holes in it.
To Bright across to Bjorn.
The two pressing, Rachel Daly and Jordan Nobbs pressing as a 2 up there for Aston Villa. Incredible. Age like fine wine, those two players.
Bjorn. Bright lifts it in behind. Ramirez now tries to find a teammate. Can't. Hermano gets caught in the challenge.
Fair. It's strong again, but it's fair.
Nobbs looking for Daly will run through to Hannah Hampton.
I'll tell you what, if that's 10 yards deeper and it's not into the penalty area, then...
Throws it out. Now Cuthbert. Lawrence. Nusken. Carnery can't keep it in touch. Pressing and out of possession structure here. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal from Aston Villa. This keeps up. We've got an Arroyo tactical video going because this is fantastic. Really good stuff from Aston Villa.
Don't get me wrong. When you read her when you read about her and you find out what she's done, she's had a pretty decent career.
A chance now for Ramirez, and they're coming forward. Chelsea now. Maya Ramirez breaking into the box, puts it across the area, and it's the own goal, and Aston Villa's hard work comes undone. Ramirez puts it across the box, Mailing panics, and she's poked it in her own net. It was destined for Hermano, but she could have prevented it. And Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 1, and in the most unfortunate of circumstances for the villains.
And I feel for Mailing here because she's done the hard part. She's dealt with Hermano. She's stopped Hermano getting there. But by doing that, she's put her body in the way of the ball. And D'Angelo just doesn't read that it's going to happen. D'Angelo predicts diving right.
Well, that's the smart thing to do there, because that's where the ball's going to come from Hermano, the shot.
The problem is the angle that it's got to be more forward. She slides in like she's trying to finish it. And that is hard for Villa to take. It's fortunate for Chelsea. And that, to be fair, even D'Angelo's foot is so close to keeping it out. Oh, wow.
Almost got there, yeah. And Sarah Mailing acts in anger. Chelsea a look of relief, but ultimately the performance hasn't been there today. This is what champions do, though. They grind out results even when they're not playing well. But Aston Villa should come from today with their heads held high, and they're not going to go down without a fight now. Hansen tries to put the ball into the box. Ultimately, it is a goal kick.
Again, Hansen gets the better of Lawrence.
She has done all game.
It's incredible. And again,
and this is what confuses me is about the whole Perisset-Lawrence saga. Is I think Perisset was a better defender from the start than Ashley Lawrence.
Yeah.
The decision to sort of give Lawrence minutes and to isolate Perisset entirely is a bit of an odd one. I get maybe Lawrence's versatility is more useful. The fact that Perisset can only play one position, but I don't know.
What did you say?
Absolutely bullied to Ashley Lawrence.
If this result stays as it is, it proves exactly why.
Lovely touch from Hermano into Walsh. Walsh back to Hermano, and Chelsea playing now with the freedom of Villa Park. Micah Hermano lays it into the right sort of area, just didn't quite get the execution right. Ramirez didn't believe in it.
Yeah, Villa struggling to get back. Hermano running into free space, but yeah, it was audacious. It was ambitious from Hermano, but as, if that had been communicated better, then perhaps Ramirez could have got there. Villa just lost that bit of fight, that extra 10% of energy. But as I said, this is exactly why these two sides are where they are on the table, because Chelsea get results no matter what, and Aston Villa this season
don't no matter what.
Honestly, I don't. It's like the opposite of Tottenham. Tottenham play horrendous, have played really poorly all season and won most of their games. Villa have put in some stellar performances this season and not taken anything from the majority of them.
Yeah.
They led Man City for 60 minutes and lost that football match. They kept Chelsea level for 80 and are currently losing it to an own goal.
Indeed.
They drew to Man United. That's quite good.
Ball goes back now to D'Angelo. Alex says, I rated A of also more than Ash. That's why it's a bit of a confusing one. Guess Lawrence is supposed to give you a more attacking dynamic than Bronze, but is there a more attacking fullback in the world than Lucy Bronze?
Yeah, that is true. Villa don't know what's going on now. Cuthbert is strong against Taylor. Does well.
Welsh just looks so comfortable on the ball. So composed. I think that's going to add a lot to Chelsea. In terms of just being able to just control and dictate games. Something I don't think we've had all season. Because Nuskin and Cuthbert are sort of like high energy, high work rate warriors. And they'll get
running,
run around, making tackles,
score goals from 20 yards.
But I think Walsh will just bring a bit of calm in there.
Well, Cuthbert's running around smashing into people.
Yeah, all action midfielders everywhere. It'd be useful to just have someone that can just calm the game down, dictate the tempo a bit.
Villa corner.
I think Bartel is in that mould, but obviously much younger. But I think learning in the mentorship of Kira Walsh will be really important. And I think if Walsh does indeed, I don't know, I don't think she's going to set out a 4-year contract. I think she'll follow Bronze wherever she's off to. But ball in, and that's not dealt with. Romano pokes it away. Now Sarah Mailing. And that's one back in there and cleared by Johanna Ritting-Carnareid.
Double change coming from Villa team.
Walsh is a Rolls Royce of midfielder, absolutely.
God, D'Angelo.
Such a luxury player, isn't she? Like, she's one of those where she's so good, but you couldn't put her in a like Everton team. At least the way she plays. I mean, obviously, if you stuck her in Everton, she'd probably adapt to it. But I mean, she is one of those luxury type players.
Yes.
Bit like a Perlo.
Well, to be fair, after Leicester today, after Everton today, maybe she would fit right into that Brian Sorensen super team.
Just outplaying everyone.
This game, I don't know. It's not over. It definitely is not over.
Bjorn. Nusken. Walsh. Bjorn. Now Hampton. That can go long. And that's fine. Ramirez will compete for it and she'll hold it up nicely. Chesting it down to Hermano. Hermano lifts it over the top for Carnery to give chase. Carnery does well. Holds it up nicely. Just sort of gets stuck there with the ball. Manages to work to get it. Nusken makes the pass. Here's Cuthbert. Cuthbert has a wide option in Neve Charles. Charles will put it into the box. It's blocked by Mailing and out now for a corner.
And I think Villa are going to make their attacking double change. Minute and a half left in the 90. And 90 minutes that I think it shows more than the result shows. Salmon and Robinson for Villa. Last roll of the dice for Arroyo.
Throwing on the attackers.
Which we see they're bringing off. Nobbs is one of them.
Kirsty Hansen's the other.
Mm.
She's worked her ass off.
She has. Double check. And so is Jordan Nobbs. I mean, she's still up there, 85 minutes, running after Hannah Hampton into the corner. Incredible work rate from an incredible player. Well, it's Chelsea, the ones who have the corner. It's bold not playing this short.
Ball into the box. Headed down by Millie Bright. Still there for Nusken to compete. Headed away. And then Robinson tries to clear but can't. Here's Maker Hamano. Charles. That's really well. That's a wriggle past one. Makes a strong tackle on the second. Chelsea free kick.
Yeah, pull back for the first on Charles. A little bit lucky from Neve Charles because she then went and smashed into Beijing's. Who has looked superb today.
And there's going to be an additional 6 minutes of stoppage time in this game then. So still time for Aston Villa to try and find something. Still time for Chelsea to score a goal. Score another goal. And it is Maka Hamano over this one. Whips it in. Ramirez heads on. It's headed into a Villa player. And not cleared away convincingly. Hamano wins it high against Beijing's. Strong chance for Ramirez. Gives a foul.
Ooh. Ref's done well to let all the kind of scrapping away between Ramirez and centre halves go, but apart from that one.
How do you both like the Welsh convert triangle? It's different, isn't it? It's the sort of thing I expect us to play in sort of like Champions League semi-finals, but like I don't know how Ramirez got to play the match.
No.
Right?
Well, she'll get the assist for the goal, won't she? And you get fantasy WSL points.
I'm well happy with that. But
there you go.
It should be Kirsty Hansen.
It should be.
Because she was brilliant.
Or Beijing's.
Unless Ramirez scores here, in which case it should be Ramirez.
Or any Villa player, to be honest. Centre halves were superb.
Yeah. I think the problem is once they concede, it's then difficult to say that.
You can't go, oh, they're defensive midfield and they lost 1-0.
I'm now suddenly on 38 points. Ramirez got me 8. Lovely stuff. Bench Cartho, they're on 10.
Ah,
That's a real shame.
I think I started Casper.
On -1.
Yeah.
That's silly, isn't it?
Maybe I didn't.
Should have gone Cartho over Cayman.
Yeah.
I thought Brighton are a better.
And I thought Leicester would put up a good fight against
That's what I mean.
Rather than get blown.
Oh.
Speaking against. But yeah, I don't know what that was.
Cleared the ball out of the penalty area.
But yeah. Feels like Aston Villa. It feels like City Arsenal has robbed all the goals. Honestly, all the other games have robbed all the goals. Everton, Leicester was 5 goals. There was 2 at Brighton Palace. There was 7 at Arsenal City.
A goal fest today. This is the only game that hasn't provided such action. Hopefully United and Tottenham can follow in the suit of all the other games and not in the suit of this.
I've watched Tottenham this season.
There will be goals.
They provide goals.
In all of the ends.
Beth England might score 3 and they'd probably still concede 5.
Only. That's a good day for their defence.
Yeah,
Chelsea throw on the far side.
There's potential with this Villa side. There's a lot of potential.
Definitely. I'm not going to say Arroyo strikes as a good coach. I think I said the same when Depor had a good game against Chelsea.
That is very true.
And they didn't win any games.
After that game, I thought Aston Villa were going to take the WSL by storm.
Yeah.
They
what to watch.
What happened after that, I can only describe as catastrophic.
Yeah, maybe they'll do the same. She'll have a terrible run. Then Sean Goat will come in the last 5, keep them up.
They'll lose every game apart from draw to Man United.
But I think there's a lot of reasons to be positive. Really good football today.
They've looked better today than they did in that first match against Chelsea.
The question will be now, how does it translate? Because it's a really good defensive performance.
Yeah.
But how does that translate to playing Crystal Palace, for example?
Because they played, I'll be very...
You're not going to sit off Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
So...
Because she's had like 8 days to prepare for this one.
Yeah, this is good to see that she's got this in her arsenal, a performance like this. And I think, Aston Villa are a very good defensive team.
Yeah, as that's gone out.
Brilliant from Hannah Hampton.
No, maybe not. Line, I didn't see it.
And very well to keep that in.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes left then. And Chelsea players are getting forwards because this is going long from Hannah Hampton. Well, the Villa fans still in strong spirits, still in a strong voice. Regardless of the fact
and I think they could be. There's a lot of reasons to... That's a foul. That one was a foul from Ramirez. Yeah. Ref not happy with Ramirez.
You can literally read what she's saying. Hey, move away. No. Katie Robinson.
Very direct instructions.
Well, yeah. You don't want to be unclear, do you?
Oh, no. Yeah,
could you please move away? Better across the pitch, that. Could you please move away? They're going in there for Niskin. Now cut. That's not a foul, referee.
Last chance for Villa.
Squeaky bum time for Chelsea.
Last roll of the dice. One last dance.
Got any other documentaries you want to shout out?
D'Angelo's coming up.
Not again.
I've got flashbacks when she rattled the crossbar and it went over.
Why's she lurking at the back?
Can she put it an inch lower this time? Got to be a good ball from Maley. She's D'Angelo unmarked in the area.
Arriving from the wide space. Ball in, and it's just behind D'Angelo.
Headed away well by Chelsea.
Ramirez will compete with Parker. Man, she's seen that out
so
well, Ramirez. It's a goal kick.
Yeah.
Smart.
And you feel that'll be that then. A hearted and spirit asked a yellow card for Daly as well for not wanting a corner. Fair enough, Rachel. I get you trying, but yeah, that looks to be that. And I think that from Daily shows it would be frustrating for Villa. They would have fancied themselves. They played
well.
They deserved something from this game. They played well enough. Let's see what was. It's a corner.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Ramirez just kicked it off.
There's no contact there.
Look, yeah, it was.
Oh, I need to see
A bit before. That's a corner. That's why she's frustrated. So the officials will close their eyes. It'll be a frustrating one for Aston Villa. Chelsea will very much take it. It's what champions do. That's a Villa throw.
No.
Apparently not. Daisy gets herself sent off here. Just competing.
That's because she needs to calm down. Because if not, she is going to get sent off.
I'm surprised Whistle hasn't gone yet.
And as you say it, there it goes. Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 1. Not of inches, Chelsea performance, but 3 points is 3 points. They all count the same on the table. And it leaves Chelsea 10 points clear of everyone. Which is quite a good position to be in. Obviously, Manchester United with a game in hand, which they will play later this evening against Tottenham. Do join us for that in a little over 2 hours' time. We'll be back for the third stream of the day. And the last stream of the day, unless anyone's got some 8 o'clock football to catch. It's a 9 o'clock football to catch. But yeah, no, that is everything from us today. Not
no, it's
back
not.
in a bit. Back 2 hours.
Good game. I think both sides will take positives from that. Well, no, they won't. But I thought we'd be furious. Chelsea, not good enough, but they took the points away from Villa Park. For Arroyo, it is not a bad start to her reign. A very good performance. But once again, the story of Villa's season, a good performance, but no result.
Yeah, indeed. We will be back later this evening for Man United Tottenham, and we are back tomorrow with our usual match week review, so go and check that out when it drops. If you want to be notified when we upload, when we're live, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course if you're new and haven't subscribed yet, then make sure to do that as well. Massively helps support the channel. That though is everything from us today. We will see you later.